Hello, beloved. This is Tony. I'm going to do a little quick video this evening. I just want to share something I filmed last night, and it was amazing. It sort of goes into a lot of what I've shared and sort of taught or conveyed to subs or subscribers. And what I'm going to talk about this evening is Lakshmi. Okay, and Lakshmi is a Hindu goddess. And I'm going to read a little bit about this goddess and point out how these things relate to what I've been sharing, and sort of the idea that in so many cultures is these same understandings. And I'm going to show you some photos of her and point out these things also. And really, Lakshmi is like a Hindu version of the bride of Christ. Okay? And let me sort of get into this. Lakshmi is the Hindu goddess of wealth, fortune, and prosperity, both material and spiritual. She is the wife and active energy of Lord Vishnu. Now, in this, Vishnu would be Christ. Okay? Her four hands represent the four goals of human life. Considered important to the Hindu way of life. They are dharma, karma, artha, and moksha. Now, I know these are foreign words for most of us, but I just want to kind of point out the similarities. And I want you to, here, the image, icons, and sculptures of Lakshmi are represented with symbolism. Her name is derived from Sanskrit. Okay, and a lot of Hebrew words come from Sanskrit. So the Sanskrit root words for knowing the goal and understanding the objective. Love is the master plan, I'll tell you that. Her four arms are symbolic of the four goals of humanity. They are considered good in Hinduism. Dharma, which is the pursuit of ethical and moral life. Artha, which is pursuit of wealth, means of life. Karma, pursuit of love, emotional fulfillment. And moksha, pursuit of self-knowledge, which is I am. That is the I am. The pursuit of self-knowledge. All right? Now, her four arms is equal to where I've shown this square and said it is the feminine. Okay, and then we have the masculine. And this masculine would be Vishnu. Okay, and this is Lakshmi. Alright, and the two are one, or married. So then we get this. Okay, and I've pointed this out. And let's see. In Lakshmi's iconography, she is either sitting or standing on a lotus, and typically carrying a lotus in one or two hands. The lotus carries symbolic meaning in Hinduism and other Indian traditions. It symbolically represents reality, consciousness, and karma, work, deed. In the Sasahara context, and knowledge and self-realization in other contexts. The lotus, a flower that blossoms in clean or dirty water. Okay, and the water is the symbolism of sort of possibilities. Water is a symbol of possibilities. You see, a river flows from the throne of God. But the lotus can blossom in clean water or dirty water. And the blossoming is like the I am. It's the consciousness. All right? Also symbolizes purity, beauty, regardless of the good or bad circumstances in which it grows. It is a reminder that good and prosperity can bloom and not be affected by evil in one's surroundings. Below, behind, or on the sides, Lakshmi is sometimes shown with one or two elephants, and occasionally with an owl. Elephants symbolize work, activity, and strength, as well as water, rain, fertility, for abundant prosperity. The owl signifies the patient striving to observe, see, and discover knowledge, particularly when surrounded by darkness. You see, the owl can see in the light, and it also sees in the dark. And there's a funny thing, the owl asks a very important question. Who? Who? And for me, this sort of goes back to Genesis. The first question God asked Adam was, who told you were naked? Who? It's one of the understandings in the symbolism of the owl. He sees in the light, he sees in the dark, he gains knowledge, and he asks who. Okay? So now I just want to kind of show you some of these photos of how she's depicted and explain what the symbolism is. Hold on just for a moment. Okay, so now here are the photos, and I'm going to move quickly. Notice the two columns, one on her left, one on her right. This is the Jachin and the Boaz. They're symbols for duality, the opposites, all right? But the understanding is the two are one. Notice the columns, okay? They're going to go up, and then it becomes an arch, and the arch joins the two, the 69. The two are one. You can't tell the difference. 69 looks like 69 in any direction. Here I'm trying to circle the columns and show them to you. And it's you see the gold's pouring out of her hands and everything. This is the abundance. It's a beautiful photo. Okay, so in Hebrew, this arch would be known as the mantel. The left doorpost, the right doorpost, and the mantle. All right, now I want to tell you this. Because she is endowed with 6 auspicious and divine strength, even to Vishnu. So Vishnu has 6. And the reason the cube has 6 sides. All right? And what happens is 6 and 6 is your 12, all right? And this is the pair of dice, Vishnu and Lakshmi, all right, but the two are one, and that is your 13. Okay, the two are one. And that's the amazing thing, and this is where I've heard, and I'm just going to show it like this. This is one column. This is the other column. Okay, Vishnu, Lakshmi, all right, but the two are one, and this is what we would also know as the third column. You see, there is no such thing as duality. The two are one. But you know what? This is something I've been looking at with all of the politics and everything that's going on and the insanity in that. There's a very interesting thing. Hold one moment. Have you ever heard the old thing of divide and conquer? Divide and conquer? Well, have you also ever heard concur? Divide and agree. You see, and there are men in this world that keep things divided. They want to divide everything. They want to separate everything. They want chaos. They want confusion. Because that's how they get their power. They teach opposites. They teach hate. They teach separation. They teach division. It's divide and concur. Okay? But you'll never find paradise or heaven until the two become one. Alright guys, I would read about Lakshmi and look at some of the photos. I mean, they're really very beautiful. But when I saw this last night, I could see such similarities. It even goes on and explains that the 9 is in there also. I've spoken many times about 9. Okay, the Hebrew word. It's like Yahweh. Okay, and I've talked about the 9. Okay, she is one of 9. So I'm just trying to, throw a lot in here right now, but there were some amazing similarities in the things that I've shared over the years on my channel. And I just thought it was very interesting. Because she would be considered, in a strange way, the bride of Christ, the divine feminine. Okay, and a male does nothing by himself, and a female does nothing by herself, but it's when you bring the two together. When the two become one. So this whole concept of Democrat and Republican is really crap. They're both the same thing. And until you get it in your minds and grasp it, you're going to continue to be a victim of duality. And that's what they want. Because that's how they drain you. All right, have a good night.